Dee-dee-dim. Telling us of your God above. Dee-dee-dee-dum-dum-dum. And up a brand new lawyer, engineer lawyer Frank Asari Pedro, by a national coordinator responsible cooperative mining and skills development program. And up a Yunya Bema Bakwa Wayira Yakwako Chinaba. Former member of parliament, Botiano English man from BNA, Sylvester Tete, aka Sly Tete Waha, and Chibi Ebedin Komo. Me ton de kakrebi. And also here. Ochon no kufio. On Friday, the 24th of October, that is next week Friday, the National Theatre Accra will transform into the hottest entertainment experience in the city. 100 Degrees X, a first of its kind music entertainment experience led by the electrifying Kabute My MC and the unstoppable DJ Washman. Starting off with an open bar, all drinks, micro meals free. Opening acts, main show, surprise artist, all for just 200 CDs. So 100 Degrees X comes off on Friday, the 24th of October at the National Theatre. 5 p.m. the open bar happy hour begins. 7 p.m. the show will start. So call your squad and buy your ticket and transparently. It will keep your information current, enables you to maintain a safe, efficient, and transparent market for everybody. So speak to your broker, banker, or custodian about your CSD number. The CSD is regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Central Securities Depository Ghana. You invest, we protect. We are what we are. And this one says, birthday blessings to you, Dr. Abuaji in Sifia Sawinso. Wishing you good health, long life, and happiness and prosperity. Dr. Abuaji in Sifia Sawinso from Fantastic Wilberforce to you. Mr. Simon Ivy, very good morning to you. Babylon system. And Akosia Fusua at Moose Timber Market. Good morning to you, Fusua at Moose Timber Market. You go ahead and have a good day too. Nana Kobo, good morning to you. Building church and universities. Deceiving the people continually. Graduating thieves and murderers. Tell the children the truth. Yes, Bob. Yes, Bob. And this one says Kokrokoo is loud and clear in Peckham, London. A very good morning to Auntie Sechara, Auntie Amma Lucy, aka Mama Lou, Mama Augustina Badin, aka Mama Rama in Old Kent Road in London. To you, Master P, and the guys at Asante Barbers Get Together Group in Camberwell, London. Asante, Orlando, Ben Culture, Obolo, Ted, Bruce, Guido, and Blowman. You guys have a good day. Monko, who's sitting as Good morning, Jifa. Yeah, all good. God day we did. It's a Mali Thursday. 24 past yeah. Yeah, bebo last one. Akaba kope. And then we'll start talking. FM. Enjoy. FM. For the road. Nana Kobo. And in Nana Jerusalem. Good morning. And Mr. President says, I'm listening to you live as Community 25 Dawenya. That is Mr. President Kennedy up here all the way from Denmark and now in Accra. Ifya in Kasoa says, I'm listening to you. Good morning, Ifya. Happy birthday to my namesake, Kwame Sefa of Ashesi University. It's from your parents to you, Kwame Sefa of Ashesi University. Happy birthday, my little friend. Well, you're a big boy now. Forever. FM. Shouting out to my big bro, Melvin. Greetings, Melvin. It's a Mali thing. It says, my dear hardworking and lovely wife, Ruth Mefia Nyakwa is 44 years old. The double four is here. Blessings to you, Ruth Amma Mefia Nyakwa. It's from your husband, Nanejini Boating, Sanahin of Achimja. So, your children, Papa, Kofi, Inkunim, Daniel, and the entire family. And a belated one to Lady Hilda Kwiyamwa, our baby of Sukura, is from ASP and one Richard to you. Eden Babam. Good morning to you, Japan Boga. And Gideon and the Slide 4GS team. Good morning to you as well. That bringeth forth fruit. Everything in life Abu Isamoni. Idiot. On and on. Peace FM. Malizo ye. No be kind should we know ye. 29 minutes past 9, Peace 104.3, down to the business of talking for a living. Central University is pleased to announce the investiture ceremony of Professor Samuel Kwesi Dateba as the new Vice Chancellor. So Professor Samuel Kwesi Dateba is the new Vice Chancellor of Central University. The event, that's a very special event, will be held next week, Wednesday, the 22nd of October at 10 a.m. at the Trinity Hall, Miocho campus. Now, it says here that this momentous occasion marks a very new chapter in the history of Central University as we formally induct into office a distinguished academic, visionary leader, and accomplished professional whose career spans the fields of engineering, leadership, and organizational development. Central University, raising virtuous and transformational leaders.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Time check, 9:30. Sly.
Chairman General.
What do you fear you?
Chairman General, how you be fear?
Just say why you are banner secret.
Chairman General. Na baby ameko bia.
Yeah.
Na yenti unka wo peace.
You what?
Yenti unka wo peace. Let me say monya botre. Every November. Chairman General, enye the bonus so.
Metiasie pa.
Ye mo.
Metiasie pa.
Ya to aba wie ye. Ya take break kakra. Take break kakra.
Oji wa home kakra.
Kakra. Meji wa home kakra na ye mo said ye tie bia no na dofo etie ye. Na Peace FM de. Ba bia wo Ghana ha ni amanone. Wo kasa wo Peace FM na wo wie a
ya pon
phone na wo hwe messages a wo benya amanonefo Ghana-fo menim constituency ni region ni district a enemre omo send you message say na ye tie wo Chairman General program so
pepe
ye mu bi de ya akwanya kese pa ma ye ye be nya akwanya itisa na ye ni Ghana-fo atwetwe nkomo na metumi aka say Peace FM mabua mi pa yie political journey na mo amatu wo amanjosemo for so many years. Peace FM metumi aka say baby amadui mo play major role e fa no nkita ho a ye ni amanfo edi enam so e ma nipa bia ye madoya na menim wo mo akwenya menya wo hai Chairman General wonim say enemre so mi bo apro me ye madoma said ye tibia no me di me party MPP amanyuko kese yanim as a general secretary as a church for penny ama ya manyuko no enti edimi piem wo baby bebre edimi akọ piem wo so many regions are obroni besie consultative tour here across the country because mpanimfo a ewo ho sisi ayi enye mpanimfo a ebeto yeso aba na mmom megidi say wo call mo elections na dodo na bekem ebi ankemu kra na wo mo wo akwenya say wo mo tumi eka ho asempa e kire nkrofo because ye ni wo mo aye ejuma na metumi aka hye nyame ani onyam say nyame eni ye di ni yie na oguso ni ye di ni yie enti se maba Peace FM anope ya miami fie
akwaba
miami fie Peace FM de miami dia na meda ebusuafo nyina so ase machia etiefo sonko echia mempeso asofo echia MPP amanyoku nyina say anope yet you better di juma mema menua congratulations call to the bar say in fact na efe sa ada ne de news bi ankoka dem a lawyer for media personality with different shades of professions and obi ade ni ho awura the legal profession no more we still need more as akwame yes celebrate wo mo de ya na e ma we ho kakra ne say dodro na eco profession no mo no ya hwe wo mu age we no average age wo mo nyina ye professionals in one field or the other. Where we need them most maybe ye hia wo mo pa lawyer for pa say wo mo beboa oman yi dodro na in private practice or in their own field of endeavor. Enti me say yemfa ye ni hwe ho bio.
Okay.
Now a lawyer for a year titi woman. Maza, o called district assemblies a hodwo. Here say benya a lawyer for. There are many district work roomers is here. Open legal representation obre.
Unya.
Wama kebinamin kebi and I say abanye juma nkasa kra no enkoso.
Uti Ghana Bar Association conference on Mukoi Upper West region na forgive me. Na lawyer Penyibika say the whole Upper West omuche the ni lawyers. But Usha so a won grow for I lawyer for Usha the role Upper East Upper West for we a lawyer for but womuni ho and you call to the buy Usha bankers Usha media personalities Usha politicians don't now will not go to where we really need them. It is good for the country, but they make can say young ones na eba no ye encourage womo na womo be fa profession say yes start here ejuma they will be willing to accept even postings to deprived areas womo be start womo carry the conditions of service that was so called deprived areas no
say
odwen ho a say mintu munda na law school fees no better o
baza kwa me me wona fofo bebre me wie LLB na media me feel say me come akola sabi de me ya na me now ora ages department obi come newly called fresh lawyer womo call ages department womo nya experience na mo fi ho do na womo nya experience training womo nya experience ne kakra 3 4 5 years na mo fi ho
enkwan na wa bontini ende
enkwan no na concentration ni nyina wo enkran Kumasi Kumasi sisi na western region and also but do na wo enkran ni Kumasi enti ye besre say ye reforms ni niama hodwe ye nye reforms are be attractive said ye be ya even no police service sisi region nyina baby omuji advice on their own internal way we are not nyina concentrate e wo ba ko adwuma egu ho no ehia wo mo enti ye nye ehihye ahodo a ebe attract a lot of professionals on betumi practice because me share call no na me share
over 800 though
over 823
824
enti now my question was the average age. What are their backgrounds? Nipa say na omo be pese.
Papa you are engineer o.
Benim ena me
ana wasan koye law.
Wakoye law. Enti eboa the profession no baby owo ebe enhance na adwuma oye. Me ho ahemfo. Me ho a paramount chief would score to the bar. Very very important.
Lower disco. Let me ahemfo be 5.
Ahemfo be 5.
Paramount chiefs.
Anya lower disco pe.
No.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Interesting.
And it was very interesting. There was a faculty, and there was a chief from Nungwa. The man was about 70 years.
Wow.
But on tourisms, he comes with the knowledge.
And
Ansansari encouraged that a lot. Encouraging, on tourisms. But for the knowledge. And I was so happy, say, I am for with all the away, or my time, as you are called to the bar. Very useful. Because litigations are who do a coso a friend is saying various traditional councils say penny force no was an Indiana. Most of the issues no will be dealt with. And I think I'm so happy for them. And to be born abaso, why are they? Say, who combine sikape engineering
or stop galam say or combine sikape any engineering.
Now, what's quite a lot? Yeah, better. Your boy abaso, your boy BBS abaso. Why are they? It was a quite easy. Very easy.
One pound so koyana uchi break.
Now, time no best one.
Yeah.
Me ye to abanu wie ye.
Yeah.
De be sibia no adanyame ase. Ho na menya akọ se afei de uni parliament bi.
Inti besenko.
Before March, I've made an announcement say me call for general secretary. Now who call general secretary? Better
I call law school.
It's a better. And who colleagues are or what me I go through that I respect them.
Yeah.
Especially when they have something doing.
Of course, yes.
So it's a combination of what you are doing and then academics. A former Director General Nadmo, Ura Isaac Amu. Isaac Amu.
George Isaac Amu.
Former MP for
former MP also West Wogong. Yeah.
At the age now according law school or a lawyer. He's been practicing for the past 5-6 years or more.
Yeah.
That I know. And I think say it's help a lot. And say me home in the face of all such challenges, I respect them. But you make it provision for the younger ones, no. To me a bois or mine no. Because Obi Wahona of Upper West said the Eken, name one. Come back to serve. Maybe I'll be 30 years. Don't you say he wants to do something else? So be able to replace it.
Yeah.
Now, Nipa no 40 years or we be a banker. I call law school. Wait me a say or messing magistrate judge or baby.
Just say idea a paper. So your paper the anyadio be.
Bet me a your legal system no. The concentration in Accra and Kumasi no is so heavy. The balance is not fair.
The balance is not fair. Sylvester Tete, aka Sly Tete, former MP, Botiano English, a man from Yamanakwa Bebio Ba Nifi Heya. And last week, so by you know, oye engineer Frank Asari Pedro. And Michelle no boss me train baby back on the beba. And as he's saying, Mitimidi can say lawyer engineer Frank Asari Pedro. Why are they?
Bro, me dase.
You think one?
3 dase.
We are friends to the bar. Madam will be sending me message. Say some of us are called to the bar every day, but it's either a chop bar, or drinking bar, but more than
all Barbie bar,
But we know they're proper bar.
A greater Accra regional organizer. Nupenu. Say, oh Pedro. Bad there him from
catch us with a proper bar. A proper bar. It's Pedro Tinkrebiumpa. Now a few messages here. Emmanuel Opoku says we're watching from West End, Central London. Good morning from Accra to you. This one says Dompa Lake Bosumche. Greetings to Uncle Kokrokoo Jasehene and your family members at Dompa from Dennis J. And then watching live from Las Vegas, Kwesi Treme. Chairman General watching live from Volta region, Keta, Wambley. Good morning to you, Wambley. Massive greetings from Milton Keynes. That's Oath Kojum. Doris from Japan says, I am back in Accra and I am watching you live. Good morning to you, Doris. Nice to know you are back in Accra from Japan. And then Joseph Kobana says, KSK, what has been hidden from the wise and the prudent shall be revealed to the babes and suckling. Meanwhile, a show in men should be no is not good. And then Amisco Spelele says, great submission by Sylvester Tete, NPP General Secretary, hopeful. Yes, indeed. And then JC Boakwe Mamprobi says, Mamprobi people, we day. Okay, JC Boakwe, good morning from Ship House. And then watching you live from Ahunjonia in Sawam. Watching you live from Maryland, USA, Jones Frimpong. Good morning to you, Jones Frimpong from Accra. Have a beautiful day. In the meantime, Mutim, I just dial *712# *712# and follow the prompts on the luckiest. The luckiest is here. Luck is everywhere. Dial *712#. Choose option 1 to buy a ticket for yourself or option 2 to buy for somebody else. Muamuti wa manone. You can also go to luckiestafrica.com and register. That is luckiestafrica.com. Tap on community tickets to either pick your own lucky number or let the system generate one for you. If you're paying from Accra, use your Momo. If you're in Ghana, use Momo. If you're abroad, you can use your card. Don't forget, it's the luckiest. Luck is everywhere. Watching live from Kokrokoo, Jones says that one. Watching from Melbourne in Australia, Mami Ajiman, good morning. Watching from Kikil, Northern Ireland, Isaac Kodia. Okay, Muchacho says, you know where I am. Yes, I know where you are. Worcester, Massachusetts. He says the good times of today are the sad thoughts of tomorrow. You're quoting Bob Marley. He says you lifted my spirit this early morning. And then, oh, my guy is here. Alexander from Ramstein Air Base in Germany. Ota Eshepa. Alexander, good morning to you. Isaac Boys, good morning. Thank you very much. We're watching live from Abu Dhabi. Kwame Pepra. He says, greetings to my wife, Nana Ama Asokwate. Yedase Anope. Munyina Yadamase. Nipano dos minti mimbo biadi entino. Eba mabo. By Damase, Munyina Moshe, Mamuti and radio so. Ewa Ghana Henina. Yasia Fanenina. Kokrokoo live in your ear. Say the luck is everywhere. So dial *712#. If you're abroad, remember to go to the luckiestafrica.com and follow the prompts from there. And I love this one. It says, me too, I'm watching you from Kokrokoo. My name is Nicholas Menu. I'm enjoying your program. Good morning, Nicholas. Thank you very, very much. Peace 104. Now, slice is saying, my presidential prime minister, who are candidate, Anna? And as I say now, we call for general secretary, unique candidates.
MVP no candidate.
MVP no candidate. Now, Maxwell Kofi Juma Semen Kancho say, as much as we need a lot of lawyers in Ghana, we must not lose sight of the fact that equally important is an urgent need for engineers and other critical professions. Should you wonder why China's economy is doing so well, when we get to know the president of China is an engineer and the equivalent of speaker is also an engineer, Kwame, it calls for a declaration of a state of emergency. If that will make you listen to me, Kofi Juma, I'm listening to you just as you are listening to me, but I'm unable to determine what professions people should do for themselves. But, well, okay, Kwame from Canada, you're watching. Good morning, Kwame. And then this one, Kujuana man from Chicago. You didn't say Chicago, so say Chicago. It's yate. Chairman General, I was just called to the Choba yesterday at Widiba Junction. Joshua Parry. Good morning, Joshua Parry. Have a beautiful day. We hear you. Now, Mimi Slice, they say only candidate, but one of your hopefuls and your candidate, Brian Champon, say if we propose a 90-day ban on all forms of mining, Ebiswaka say President Kufuor Mreso or ye before almost 2 years in Shunenity, but the children Nipan Sankoye anyway. But Brian Champon says on your proposal, I say 90-day ban on all forms of mining. Johnson is here doing Ketia says, we cannot win the war in 9 months. And what do you make of all this Galamsey noise?
Chairman General.
Yes, sir.
Galamsey, I think the expert here.
Aye.
Wakubia.
Me try who we am there face no. Say was a lawyer so account.
Wakubia. But na reho. Na me gidi say politicians ya mwa. And we are still not helping. Indeed, what's that Kwame?
Minia.
Assembly si wokrum ha. Omaimu ha. Assembia ebisi and as aban to anamon bi say or two bibi so sa obi a ekotia ni bia na wa shift ko opposition side abaye
Mikai
okay Ajay Blankson
papa
chenche ba ye obi a
Okobana boy
wo mo street so a ye ton ade mayor bi ba Mikai say me nua penny Henry Cote na Parliament or Bomodi Obey Regional Minister NOD Greater Accra Parliamentary Caucus, both NDC and MPP.
Yeah.
Lost him young court and crank baby. Accra Central. For so long, me na min call because traffic and war for so long CMB and him while be could do Accra Central. Maza. You do hono.
Menka last time me call hopo.
Maza Kwame. Ya ye container shop. Was the median of the road.
Median.
Me na me catch no.
Why ni finfini?
Why ni finfini? Me and me na me catch no.
Container shop.
Container shop. Na yeti parliament van no mo ye park ye cast the trem na ye ko. Maza. Ye do inside hono. Fire hydrant. Obi esi abronsan esi so.
Bam.
Obi esi abronsan esi so. Me say niama mi hu ne hono.
We enkran yo.
Enkran. Any move obi ebe kan bia no. Obi kwa ko join the government in waiting, the opposition party. And you hono one ye careful. Your promises niama will
will come back and bite you.
Come and back and bite you. And only the ehu ende. Well, niama NDC ekika so mo ye nyina ya betwem. Ya we nyina betwem o. And almost the water guards. That no be can you see water guards and crofan nyim bom. I think I'll say for that nyim bom.
Oh slide.
No, social media. What's about me? Some of in some of what here. Obi send ye ya fan water guard or ko adwuma ba no anyim. Galamsey for na nyim bom.
Maintain yin say na maintain ye sikasem.
Me say
me te say
ya fan ne yire oko water guard aba oba no nyim. Galamsey for na nyim won.
There be one water no more. One garden no no nsuo.
Maza Kwame.
Slide.
We nyina ya yebi. Na me de anope mi nkasa ma obi. I will speak to the MPP's manifesto. Nyama yedigu akwemu 2024. Nyame ye adom ene ye nya power anka de betumi aye ewo kwanyebo. You see de ye kan nyina ye niama ejina ade ba akoso.
Yeah.
Ope say wodi beye ade no ene ye important.
And only political will no.
Political will.
Na some so ntimi.
Asa Kwame, hwe ade a Nana do ye 2 years and Nana place a ban on small scale mining. At that time, not large scale mining, not they were mining because now more activities, no, not healthy environment, control, regulations. That was well regulated.
Yeah.
And now I mean no say NDC ni bi obeko studio bi a okasa. O say more pencil, more small scale mining licenses go about 2,000 plus. Admasa Kwame. Obia ni ho a oye president ene, oye minister, oye leader ochna. A obetumi aka say ye be bra mining entirely. For a period. O bra we are there na we regulation. We regulations sir. Licensing is part of regulation. Said ye be ya obetumi control more activities.
Yeah.
And one of the things are NDC for the boy MPP they say ye buy you know ya magalam say like ya mine small scale license baby. But I saw say and no point there was some boy aban baso. Say regulations are a ties our license na mo man you know. Did you enforce it? Who to me enforce it? Yeah? Allegations of political apparatchiks. Leaders are now what district level. Look, sometimes in Accra,
yeah,
be a constituency chairman, be a DC, our remote area, or really a lot of power and influence. The same allegations are being played out today. Yeah, kusa okono nyina no. Kasa be ne fi opposition then, ne fi wo mano na eba. E ho na me feel say President Mahama okaya kan say obi bia ya chi no akoshe fiase because of small scale mining oba obejai wo nyina. Miaminu akitwa Sam George minia. Miaminu akitwa. O say omampanin bi wo pepa so be kun galamsey within 1 week obetumi akun galamsey.
Yeah.
I say don't kit here. I say no, 9 months is not enough.
No, so he doesn't believe in state of emergency.
You see, but these were the people who were beneficiaries of this galam. Look, in 2020 elections, President Akufo-Addo can say, or the presidency, no, or the atuso, a galam stop. All the things.
Operation Vanguard, Operation Halt
was so intensified. Master Kwame, you lose all the galamsey belt constituencies, no. And then the man NDC hope say ye piako e pushi ko ye nima ye betumi dinkunim 2024. And indeed, obi ji say menua your friend is
Pedro. Onyawe.
There be Pedro don kasasa. Ba ko e kuma say. No ye deputy director of communication.
Kweku Boy.
And that's what mama no post. Oko one of the European countries.
Sir.
Yamano post.
Kokrokoo.
Yamano post.
Meaning.
Yamano post.
Ain't you me who na chere?
Yamano post. O say, mo amogina ho gina Akufo Addo tata mo nyina no. Ye ba power. Mamu ntwe mo ti se John Mahama weni a, mo obi antwen paper, obi ankonkotu. Sadly, obi ana me di ne ho ya wo krom ha pa. Tony Obin.
Dr. Tony Obin.
Dr. Tony Obin. He was one time the chief executive at the Minerals Commission. I can excuse him, sir. He's a frontline politician. He may not be well versed in mining regulations to say, "Whoa, Tony Obin." Not Janin.
Yeah.
Because of political expediency. And into my caution to all MPP people, my emfa adhere with any act of government, say, you be brain as you know, you mom support it. We will criticize constructively, but we will not make political gains out of it. Because Master Kwame, small scale mining, whether you possess and the President Mahama, or say Nipa a small scale mining, estimated about 4 million of them.
Or see Nipa livelihoods.
Depending about 4 million.
Yeah, about 4 million.
Or can say on the Nipa Beko Australia, no, they call small scale mining. In Australia, they don't do anything extraordinary except enforcement of the law. Say yeah, titi womono, UMAT, President Akufo Addo, ye the Nipa Kogu UMAT, Emma Omontiti. What we lacked is the political will and say you better enforce the regulations.
Yes, political will. Yes, I say Mamun Crawford won't be
and no na make no. Because me aspiring general secretary, veteran yam na my general secretary. Na my baba can say mo dey mon come akoma ntom yem. Say ye ba power, mo nso me boko akoye bi. Hwe obi kan story bi kire me wo takwa. Na yesi takwa, the fight to become an MP, constituency chairman, it is more than becoming a president. You know why?
Onya Mekuduka bro bear.
Yeah, onim nientia. Yesi amuna. Onim. Yesi amuna. Obi said your ye nyina na amuna no pe baako.
There are a lot of shafts there.
Ope
baako no ne gang. So, and it worked a lot. So I think most of us we don't understand it. Until we call now fueli the tension politically, more power. You lack the capacity so you can deal with it. Constituency chairman, what do you want to mapunwa? Fikumase na wo ko nyine hine. Kwan ho na police for jina ho. Constituency chairman, wa yire ne ho tu. Yenu ya me. Enyo no na plainly. Or see womo ya seize womo excavators. Or the enim so kwa koja ma womo because womo na no finance womo when they were in opposition. I was in Volta region, Master Kwame.
Yeah.
A branch be walked to me. Or see your best support you. Na mo dear more power no. A police for mo di wo mo ba ha nyina mo kan bibia nkyere wo mo. Adwuma ye wo ma tata yes one day penin bi pa ye wo fidie so me modin. Well that mean or see penin ni buy ebe boaboa NDC for mo yes adwuma no bi wo ma no. E na mo gigi sika ma no. Or see so ba or no be bro mo police or betumi abo won yes adwuma no. Onim say adwuma no.
Smuggling.
Masa. Adie ya haban ya ye omoye.
Bakuya.
Hey, let me see. Or can't me say, if we want to win the election, you're inciting Crawford say buy a bebo. Let me say really. So political leadership and Sema Yebeka and nothing na NDC for. There's no sympathy for the NDC today because of what they said in time past. Because the ama miyam shishimi kesipa reporter, scientific reporter Eba Gary, Adriani. Na mitui, the media no peminim baby fever. The obeduni baby fever. You are not close to the mining site, but the effect of the mining, tomatoes, foodstuffs, contumely, you can't tell. My pa no bet me tina krum has said a whole month undi contumely, undi body, undi banche. Bro. So everybody is at risk. So it becomes a national disaster. So we must deal with these matters. But of course, we must call them out. They owe the public an apology.
Who?
NDC for leadership of the NDC, from President Mahama to his cabinet.
Politics.
You see, but what I'm saying is they owe this country an apology, including the energy minister, who so believed in state of your friend is saying state of emergency to curb Galamsey. Now, a report is attributed to him, say, we need 10 billion cedis to fight Galamsey.
Yeah, according to the lands minister.
According to the lands minister, Master Kwame, what he's telling us, ostensibly, is to be fighting. Because we need 10 billion. We need 10 billion. Or no catch also, we need $10 billion. Now, $10 billion to fight Galamsey. Or no account tenure of 3 years, or he had 10 billion to fight Galamsey. So there's no way we can fight Galamsey. He's thrown his hands in despair. He had to be fighting Galamsey. What can we? Because who could be saying, no, see me here, Sikasi. Master Kwame, I roll. But media, you see, now the NIMOS, Bibia by friend and NIMOS. Utie NDC for no ankasa. Leak be a buyer, warning his MPs, warning his colleagues, say they should stay away from inducing and influencing the NIMOS people.
One at the buy.
Honorable Minister of
Amakofibua.
It's a private chat on their platform and a leaky here. Parliament and a leaky here. But I think this admonishment must be made public. It means they know what happened to the investigations about the affairs vice chairman
Abangani
Yamin and Yamutu. So media, Master Kwame, Sir Galamsey, Brian Champon. So be a president, and I so believe, sir, the executive power of this country is vested in him. Or say 3 months, ma ubia konkoye mining, any kind of mining, ma bra. The president can enforce it.
It's easier said than done, Sandy.
It's easier said than done. But I say, on Mampening, the powers of this country. Do you know, Master Kwame? On Mampening can decide, say, I want to be working from Western region, the mining zone. Omampeni can decide I can move the presidency to the Western region, and I want to be working from there. The Chief of Defense Staff, the Armed Forces. Master, all forest zones in this country are classified as reserved zones. Forest. And nothing are forest guards. Yes, Ekrasi. In we have forest guards. Uniform. They patrol the forest. Uko kum abua ewo forest oh. Now one need permit.
Yeah.
Ghana yedi call her. They license them. There are certain species of animals you are bad. On the number if you not chiwa. Masa or the Uko district capital. Edua. Sebi edua. Ebua beto we fum. Kra along the banks of the forest reserve no. Upesa ucha. This is Uko G permit. No wakwa kucha. And the forest guard, in the account security, every forest zone already is being classified as a security zone.
So we're already in breach.
We are already in breach. So forest guards were more info. So and then Obika said, yeah, declare state of emergency. Rather, we are making them security zones. I don't get it.
But they are armed.
You see, that is where I think, say. So if they are armed, forest guards, oftentimes, they are not armed as these guys today. Forest guard, you can't go to the forest. But then, I hear baby, I'm going to sophisticated weapons backed by politicians. And the political will. So Mampening said, me, as the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, I'm moving every troop to the reserved areas of Moya. Obviously, to me, yes, I don't know.
Now, then, Akufo-Addo.
And then I make a choice, President Akufo-Addo, or your first one. Or starting now all all teaching Crawford. Then the opposition turned against him, assuring the people say you bad power. Akufo-Addo became the bad person.
Okay.
Akufo-Addo became the bad. And then I make caution say, and Anamombia, a Bayasa Akufo-Addo, Diana, a deal resource bebano. We must not politicize it. And nothing I may say, Sir Brian Champon, aspiring flag bearer of the MPP, or say me be president and now me declare 90 days. Within 90 days, should be specific. What and what will you do? Within the 90 days, I believe, you believe, everybody else believes, sir. Ghana Armed Forces, when we are member, a police force, security services, say forest reserves are encroach. It's about 20 or 24.
Yeah, so far about 21.
21. Are you telling me, say, how well armed are they? Say armed forces and to me stop you and guard the place if we so wish. But the national organizer of the party is telling you, say, where one moment is about power. The leading members of the party were in the bush with them. Say, that is what the political will is. We lost. We took that decision. Yet, and then your opposition. The beneficiaries of that campaign is seeing them. They are in the saddle. And nothing that media may say. We in the MPP, we must be constructive, but we must offer alternatives. Not yanko yet to say the yanum for year na no. And no maji wo monim guasie. But me dear me say, you best support to they should. We demand public apology from the energy minister, from the president, from all the apologists of this government. We demand public apology. How they handle MPP when we were in government about this galamsey matter. And mguasie akwaba. And mguasie akwaba. You be boa now so you hear public apology from them. Ni mboa wo. You to me galamsey no.
Lawyer Pedro, you see, you hear public apology from you and you no party, but now slide a Minya Bako Anthony Fifi Edu or say, I am now lawyer Anthony Fifi Edu. Tell Sly to stop the tobe. He should not let his LLB hang. He should go to Makola straight. And Sen also say, if Sly and the MPP are serious, they should also do politics with Galamsey. Otherwise, they should forget 2028. The MPP man in your studio doesn't want power in 28, eh? Okay, they should do politics with Galamsey. And then Dorothy says, great submission by Sly Tete. Charles Armour says, kudos Sly. KSK tells Sly Dr. Obin was rather CEO of Chamber of Mines. Well, he was also CEO of Minerals Commission. Actually, Dr. Tony Obin said, BAM mining and related areas. He's one of the best brains we have. He was CEO of Minerals Commission. He was CEO of Chamber of Mines. He's been involved in mining related events for several years. So he's a crowning CEO of Petroleum Hub. Yeah, so as for Tony Obin, you cannot take that away from him at all. Ebano, Ghana, Abin for former Gudio Ejuma is one of the best we have. I mean, in BBI, the bear politics. You look at the man's capability and admit that, yeah, man, he knows his stuff. Rich King Solomon says, we are watching you from Ontario, Canada. I don't know if I'll get the name right. Is it Mississauga? Anna? Okay. And then Ebenezer says, I'm in Toronto. But I'm in Toronto.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. We also see Toronto. Charles Osafo says, live from New Jersey. Greetings to my wife, Joanne. Okay, Charles. And then, of course, Charles T says, I'm also watching you live from New Jersey. Good morning from Accra, Charles T. Have a beautiful, beautiful day and a great watching time. Lawyer Pedro.
Rakwa me be yi pa.
Na okay.
Ma menchia na.
Yeah, Joso.
Chia minia slide.
Just only me da. Only slide da.
Oh, mini slide. Because slide has been in the political space for some time, and he didn't like that. Some time past near war. I didn't football coach be.
Football administrator.
Administrator and Germany didn't there. A simple.
A large slighted.
Yeah, large slighted.
Makusem.
Oh.
Papa car baby.
Yeah.
I mean, funny crazy.
Amen.
At the time, unfortunately for me, now me didn't work Facebook. Airs like that.
Yeah.
Now me too quiet. I was airbound. Me landed here. Me nya Wi-Fi. Na condolences.
Hey. It's like shoe our person share so. That okay ni ajeni mboati mu shoe our person share. I wish you well. Na me nka se bra kwa me.
Yeah.
Me fast akonya we so emmo me nuanom a ye nyina ye frɛ ye to the bar as solicitors and barristers of the Supreme Court of Ghana.
Yeah.
On the 10th day of October 2025. Me mo nyina ba so. Bakwa me continue ni nya continue iswa. And say I was say udi Kenya LLB. And na what to me akoye qualifying law certificate no QLC no makola.
And na slide nya otiso no.
LLB ni nya no kra enye easy, especially depending on the institution a obeko me there wo University of Ghana.
Okay.
Me koye engineering. Samre no be any say engineering the KNUST na me ko KNUST. To be person me year law so no be say University of Ghana na me ko University of Ghana. Na the year obefa mu na bra kwame bra panyi maso kufijima e papa wa or the message be ba na you no kwa there a lot of people are can be fast e was see a man ni eco engineering ho na enye lawyers nko slice so chem wo kire professionals a mo so e wo lo mu call your mo free 824 no I can tell you say doctors home, engineers home, journalists home, accountants home and a bankers home profession bia enye only obi a we secondary school nkwane to me ye it is 824 year wo hu emu be 500 there one way or the other no omo wo bibi fofra omo ye na sa impression ya create say oman no ye nteni more engineers no enye no kre ade a ye ne say ye create the enabling environment emma opportunities emma engineers bebre akwa me de eminya kwanya emra na me work university Ghana Engineering Students Association me na me ye president.
Okay.
Inti o te se omoka Pedro for Gisa for Pedro ade na ete ni say me ko president no Ghana Engineering Students Association try short friend
Gisa.
Inti Pedro for Gisa na me ma so Gisa
for Pedro.
Na engineering disciplines no ye wo be dunu no materials engineering, chemical engineering, petrochemical engineering, civil engineering, mining engineering,
electrical,
mineral processing engineering, electrical engineering,
chemical,
agricultural engineering, bebre. Now every year, young producer engineers both KNUST and University of Mines, University of Environment Science and Environment, Sunyane, almost engineering. Even Legon, engineering. More than 2,000 engineers they produce every day.
Really?
Every year. In the various disciplines.
See, University of Environment and Natural Resources. So many back home.
Yes.
So there's one as so many.
Yes. So you can see say narrative say young produce engineers no.
Is it that impact in you?
Impact so ho. Black woman VR my produce a light man. Ko ho nyina na ko hwe. Uhu broni be akumpo ho. Ghana for na ho. Engineers say ho electrical engineers omo baby a mechanics na we say no. But I think say there's been some misconception about engineers. And me put it to car say yes and now you engineer na unto me nya. Me wa me materials engineer me metallurgist. Me go mines mo processing. E kwan be fa so e de boba na fam wan yen saka gold no. Eno na me ye. Ye wo bi so ane de ne say oye electrical engineer, obi so ye chemical, obi ye aerospace engineering. Inti Ghana ye produce engineers pa. Na me kai ebra na me ye engineering president no. Me see moi me did engineering week me say the industrialization of the Ghanaian economy, the role of the engineer adeba ko a yema ye ni enko ho how we can industrialize our country now ye to me are creating opportunities for these young engineers ye chenyo mo out na bi mu kura enya adwuma nye titiro mo tanya adwuma ye pa no mining engineers because omo not so UMAT pe and training mining engineers
only UMAT in training
UMAT.
Okay
Nti mining industry ni so a ye wo normal bebre wo how you will need mining engineers to do nti me kai say me wie secondary school me ko GSTS wie ye na me ko Rosel Sehwibuako ya director etu me for say ka me nkoye mining engineering oka wie me ko fie na me say na me koye mining engineering na me wie na se mines nyina gu ana me ye adwuma o se na me nim de na America e wie KNUS wie ya me call mines wu na me hu say my me ho because onye mining engineer na wa okodu ho kra otumi ho omo ame ne omo sha ase ye hu ya na ebi mo du superintendent na ye so ye dey wo form wa nti sanet ye training other professions pa na law no it is for a reason ti a eya na aye kese me gidi say anu nti na mankofo ehu no enye se training lawyers bebre every year be a graduation wa Ghana ha no other disciplines na ye ka ho asem no we churn out more than the number of lawyers. Say when the 824 824 no to say me say ya me engineer ye wo mo ye doctor for the brain na ye professionals that to say na slide kan ti say person nya impactor ye nhwe say omo a eye omo first degree LLB no mo ba be ye law no to say olden days chachu mo ye lawyers at a younger age no won fa so aga na nya omo ho nti me class na one guy bi wo ye wie kura na me who 21 years na say when dey wo fast
some boy no Charlie o sharp
no class o now when dey me wo fast ba na
ono say obey ejuma
Charlie ba why dey o 21
years why lawyer be fie bebre he will have an impact Ghana ye hia lawyers bebre na bibia ye mra ade ba kwa nkofo adwen nkwa ho no bra kwa me na yete ha ye di nkomo ye mra nti ni tumi di sa nkomo ye emra na regulate say etumi ebue kasafidie ma obi atumi kwakasa ho na kwaka kura asem na obeka no wanka ne ye kura mra na atumi so de nti bibia ye mra ti ye ma ye ni enko ho bra kwa me ye nkomo yi ye hyase da penye twa mu yi na efa ekwan a ebetumi afa so na yesi galamse kono ano yesi galamse ebetumi ekoso na no yebetumi bra kwa me nti
engine
efa nsam no mako de di kai ma menka se ne Brian Achampo enya adwen
one ne nya adwen
ewo 90 days ban on all forms of mining by all forms of mining or purchase say large and small scale nyina Megidi say that is not the way to go. Mrs. Su say ekwan a aban afa so say opese okon galamsey no sa kwan no se ye nyina ye de ani di akire na ye boa ebeboa ye na enya no kre say MPP e sha ase so mokon galamsey no yen ebra na ye wo position ye sorry ti in 2017 ye press conference crowd to support nemmom edru baby no ye hu say na afa de ekon na aban ekon no na eya koye krokro de john akoye se ye pamo small scale ene nkofo omoye mining no won patem ho na party mpanyifo bi mo akoteki over and that's ba ho abra ye nua ekwawusi ene Professor Frimpong Boate and that I mean strange you say baby as anko won ko sa office Frimpong Boate office ho na me wo no and the same office inti de tie nie inti ekoju baby ansana NDC beba bemu bra kwa me 2023 na the president Akufo-Addo ene na ban si gira ye say say ekonya ya queen de as esika ene de law enforcement ni sika so na ines ni so de ba inti ejai inti at the time me de me cancel at the time ya ba bemu no na ye ni operation bi na ekoso slime boa yeah, Babemu in 2024, 2025 for handing over my now 9 of the forest reserves there no go areas like kind or say Okwa forest areas now forest guards nana a protected a forest no say can say no go area sap biya no now forest guards according to me because a honor a baby official shelter the ceremony and also east and south ne other tanwa no deposit nation nti jai omo no mo ye adwuma no mo am omo self nti omo ni arms ni tumi ko ho aban so jai law enforcement yeah by what did we do quickly now here say you have to repossess all these forest zones yeah din komoi sa 9 forest reserves ni na has been repossessed by this administration internet say
but yes 9 forest reserves yes o masanji
o maji o masa
bi omo wo mienu mini bra kwa me sika ho nkomo ne eji
o maji o
omo nye nti fante ewo di siri ho ewo o say di siri no e farmer klaso akọ to a half nti na illegal miners no ye pam omo no mo fa akire ko ba bi yasa 9 mosasa so akọ sake omo in fact eka ho nti na ye declare ho as security zone so that for 24 hours you bet to me are protecting all these forest reserves nti another one official shelter bet no adobe ura nyinahini area ho ene one of the places are illegal miners ekwo share ho with intelligence, you mobilize it. Or more crowd, you the more free crying about the more free. Kumase Aba Shanti Accra, yes, yeah.
Yes, much for one group now another group will be so much. How about that?
My sa operation Simbia Koku. You call Ancobra River Nesono. Now soldier for now money and I'm no. I must say, and na yani about how. And Uncle Fosan so I set it up on Muhu Yamojanino. Until the bottom line is that we have to patrol these areas 24 hours.
But how sustainable is it?
It is sustainable because yes, I know. Then to say like I hold the view to say holding say obika say abambia my license it say no I promote to galam say na onu anka say won share dan take nkomonase technically and you're wrong to give licenses technically. However, problem I think people are not putting it out and they say yeah the licenses ne ma no yan share that near so monitoring, evaluation and inspection no say regulatory authority no to say minerals commission one my licenses that license now what the amano what akwohwe say adwuma pa and modern licenses ne yana eno na eto chima nti baby wo ankofo age license ebi kwa na life skill obekọ no match chem small scale nkete and ankofo afa washing machine no makofa excavator so mutu a na omo hwie nsi ogu so omo the carpet ahihia ase to extract the good.
Hey, unim ye pa o.
Another one so no license yeah the ma for the forest reserve.
Yeah.
Slide. What can I say forest reserve ne there I was say protected. Now so slide man na wo ka ho no. One protect you. Here emrana mo ye na nka nyamra bone
2462
what guidelines or what did that and we develop into 2462 2462 no regulation 3 sub regulation 2 no woni na a exception to the rule they say yeah mane e globally diversified areas no yeah mane e forest ni mu yeah mane will say however president no in the national interest able to me are granted am I to me I am mining those areas
in the national interest.
Yes,
okay.
Exception to the rule in the national interest. Yeah, man ko for license momo ko forest ni mo to my mind na senka ye pese fighting galamsia na nka nye sa kwan na nka fa e was ye fa so. If somebody raises concern on licenses licenses to the forest ne there irrespective say a yard the pass a bema license so that we can regulate for me that license ne there na enye papa because ye de maye no e ko wie say omoko say a forest ne kra ye to so mienu ene say license per se nya de boni na mo de man e was say wotumi di wani di akire sa time no na ye empower minerals commission to the level to me e de omani adi akire na me ye hu de hu ye ena de be ne ye say policy no ye review emra no so ye yen sachire ye wom nti ye one position ye can say 2462 ye ba ye be ye free ye ba ye na ye be repeat to 2501 na ye say sa regulation 3 no even though ye nim omampayi mahama kasa nim ne ho say enya ade a obe sa exception to the rule no obe koso no akoye ho bibi but oyi free ho and listening government slime bra kwame mo Elbia can be some more can say Mube Yefri when to Munyin free. Yatu says a parliament every whom be given no more bar. You be Sambrano.
But that's next week.
Now 2462 and as amended 2501. Yeah, yeah, share about regulation now. Enforcement of the law. Naimos, yeah, Juman and Black Kwame.
Yeah.
What do we need here? Chill wow, won't be. Say a Juma, Naimos, a Sonny, say. Forest nimu any yensuo ho omon in collaboration with the blue water guards.
I don't know
the police. The narcotic control board.
Was that an me see.
Anybody some no can.
I am very well coordinated. And omo bua amaya pamo omo ye illegal mining. Ghana Gold Board as support omo with pickups and with money to enhance adwuma omoye.
Me kan kra no no.
Nti
Are.
Kwame adwuma na omoye no ade a wo say sanso de yani di akire because nipa de wo de ade hye ne sanso onkonkoye teach you baby asika wo na wa ma wani ani akire bibi foforo bi atumi si
sika emoja
ye no film nso a say ye de nipa human face ye kwa fight no another one aban ya megidi say slime munim na nso mo nka ho asem excavators na eba kroman eba na ye de ko be ya ye kwa ye galam say eba
enko
it depends on how you understand it eba na ye jagu na ni nyina ko roma ko ye adwuma ene o the excavator ne ba you have to get a permit na ya track excavator no it will be licensed by the driver vehicle licensing authority and san where you if report what at the akọ baby a wo de kwa akoye adwuma no na mate say MPP for bi mo say eh na no NDC ba ya nipa ama excavators 1800 no nti minus against the government it is a plus you know why 1,800 mo a akari nyina e wo forest ni mu di dada but under us no we have ensured say 1,800 no untumi mfam se na wo mfam kwo anywhere to mine unless you have passed through the due process sir tracking licensing which is a good thing ebio de chichiri nyina no we are ensuring say yenya wie na ye court nsem ni nyina wie a abeye state asset nya ni ti say na no a ye beche na excavator nya pen drive na pen drive gravity ye mean to be for 20 share be both na 500 to me eyira
okay hanabisi
was say okwa na okogugro you know say okwa be sanso kan say that same no kan no what na asibody because excavator bi anyira because say last week me na akomi abaye na kan na kwa ni say excavator bi anyira ye no free wa bra kwa me
minia
ye di nkomoi akwaye bread and butter issue nti o fight galamsey na o de soldier for alcohol wo track the excavators ni ade nyina na wo hwe kwan so a wo be fa so amomo aye adwuma no no mo aye ni yi nti regulators no EPA Water Resources Commission and Minerals Commission so o to me empower mo ye said ne be ya o betumi monitor omo aye de licenses amomo na alternatively no so omo te mining communities no so kwan ben and e betumi edi omo ba into mining na ebeye sustainable na aye responsible nti aban has been in talks with large scale mining companies say omo mwayen with their best practices na baby wo ho a because by law no baby omo mining mineral rights na ye government ni dia which is held in trust by the president but asase nkasa de either abusua bi anase krone dia anase even ankronkro bi dia nti communities na omo sha ase satan we bia ye ma mining list of about 5,000 square meters no na sa time no community ni kura nipa bebre ni any mining ho enom person mo ye bi large scale mining companies no the good news is that black army omo nyina in principle agree to the responsible cooperative mining idea say they will support ye ni omo eguso aye hia no say we share large scale mining company back one they have been phenomenal said they will give us a place na yen hwe say omo be ye adwuma ho no ombe ye ni yi no mo ankasa kura no yen so mo de maye keke no mo akwa tiada omo so ebe kan ye ho na yetumi ensure say the best practices na omo large scale for no omo ye no over the years na ense yensuo ense yasase no omo so e de akire afoforo meaning say obi mo beka say na de ntina chinchina na wo say ye mining your man ye chichire nti apart from say a creative employment ema omo eye bi no sanso eboa oman economy just from January to 15th October endra Ghana has exported about $8 billion worth of gold if you the small scale mining industry.
$8 billion. I'm sure if it's small scale.
If it's small scale.
8 billion.
8 billion.
But in what time frame?
From January So when PMMC transitioned to gold board,
gold board was that in March, and
no, but before gold board, we had PMMC. Sami took over as PMMC acting managing director. It's the PMMC time they are not plus a gold board by you can buy about $8 billion worth of gold and I have exported from the small scale sector. What it means is say a idea we need it as a country. However, no, the
8 billion.
So I say yensio, so I say asase, kwa yebrentio yen to me and twaso ema yenya no si aye no bra kwa me. Inti we will continue to enforce the laws. We will continue to track the excavators. We will continue to do what is required of a government. However, no, we are minded say e was say yenso ye de ani ekọ the alternative. Say ne be ya ye be hwe say omo ye aduma omo tempatem ho no so ombetumi anya aduma ni bia ye no mbe ye no kwampa so. Another one black kwame.
Yes sir.
Omo license no. Adeba ko tambia ya ye di nkomo na oni license black kwame betumi anya license so be ye legal mining.
Anything that me bisa say, anything that me bisa I will say $8 billion worth of gold from January to October. No, we are sure say if you license small scale miners,
see every small scale mining industry, and gold na yet no. There have been some school of thought say illegal miners, and I say omo two gold na omo ni license, and he say gold board. Omo cancer no many omo nyadwin. Many omo nyadwin say.
Now small scale miners now. Inti license mo na say e ade order da.
Oh, ade na ya say ya free abai mu da. Oh my way. Ya free abai maka sure say licensing me as a technical person, me ntre baby and I mean ntre baby so nka say abai da no I have actually heard people say but sometimes obi are na adwin but say abai da na my license until promote galamsey. However, no so be cancer. Yentie your back can't was slide. Sabinda done my licensing now or inspect because there was inspector division or minerals commission. I might that done my licensing or didn't need the actually. You want last time when I'm a mines mono. So what is a inspector of mines bawa William show because mining for your police for normal. I was say BBI done aquemo. But yeah, this small scale for your my license be bringing ye need the chilana. And on a be a bemo be I can license in one. But yes, I did licensing per se, the best then I had the bonnet. Since your piece of will have money license and can be pretty. Into your bibe say radio stations are dorsal, and more yet your mope because your more licensing be Debbie. The obey to me can say, your man license be say your pretty radio stations no. Ya near regulator now for any air near into after the more license we no. Adjuma was some more year at the promote to entertainment ni education information or more year different. And no be na a sea and a slime no.
But Pedro answer a better question. 8 billion it's a lot of money oh.
Yes.
Now are you a moment me a train say ni na ye legal sources? Is that possible to do?
Don't even attempt it.
I know you cannot.
Okay.
It's like maybe I don't sugarcoat things. That be mean to me in case any
it's likely say free galamsey for
that be free that be also black woman per se.
Pedro.
Was stretch at the $8 billion in every galamsey for.
Debbie being cancer.
Every small scale.
And I may say, you bet me a chess and no question in every small scale for her.
Yen to me interest.
And it's yet to me challenge say A, B, and A, B, Sufi galamsey.
Possible.
Okay.
Possible to say by law, artisanal mining, any small scale, gold beyond maybe to be by law, I was a gold board and eto. And a gold board so our arrangement with some large scale mining companies 20% of gold.
And one of my regular guys or Worcester, Massachusetts, I say, Bra Kwame, be like the $8 billion, it they bust your brain. Yeah, muchacho, it they bust my brain. I can't think far.
You know, Pedro, me, you see, it's a man working, from A to Z. There is nothing under the Akufo-Addo we didn't do. BBA ni wa yenye. Responsible community mining. You see, abayi bayi menkai ebusuanfo ya ni Ghana fo nyina ya. What's that me? Atuyen chema etu.
Mekai.
Mutala, my very good friend.
Really?
Yes. Very good friend. Sometimes nam krono me hold a picture, me yem sheme.
Yeah.
Me neni di fel bebre. Me neni bon komopa. You know he was once a deputy minister at the Ministry of Information. Mutala.
Okay.
Yes. And Mills.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he was much
And
younger
even
then.
before me ba parliament. Oh yeah, madam for pa.
Okay.
What's that kwame? Ade ya omko ye wo
Obuase.
ya twem. Responsible community mining. It's in operation. I go for time. Hey, arrangement with the big mining companies. Say, we must see some of their concerns. To the extent say, yeah, you use drones. Train a drone pilot to track. Inti kasa baby. Yeah, because Abaya society, yeah, reinvented the wheel. The worst of all this, you say, what's all this? Galamsey, those they term as illegal mining and all that. Oba, you see, I was 9 months more mobile. Gold board, gold damato krum henyina. One was so big see okutago don your otofo. And grofo no cry ye they say illegal na ye na motor no. Musi see yen. One was no motor no 13,000. And the mobile would be to 8,000 from the illegal miners. A lot of videos are circulating on social media. They go and buy. You know why? Sami Jemfi cry. Gold board CEO. Yako Jessica Abba. Yama aggregators. Where they bring the gold, they don't care. Bring the gold. You go and sell.
Is that how it operates?
Of course. Aggregators. How does he operate?
Pedro, Sunday
That's
operating.
That's it. You see, there are a lot of flaws with the implementation of the gold board. And it's encouraging this illegal mining. No. Master Kwame, I'll produce one day. And check. All the aggregators under the gold board. We are doing extensive background checks on them to come out. Master, some of the things media I've said on record say the facts say yet to me abua na gold ayenya okrumha, including large scale my a percentage near to control. They are very good and very important. Now, so say a shekutupa. I say, and then also go talk machines now. A shekutupa man for a year illegality near the idea. Obia said the matter hake. Niama muke nyinano. Limos abene. Ya ye galam stop. Ya ye way. Ya ye bibi. The will of the people. And almost say omo G community mining. Ya be boa omo multi communities. Hey. Omo ahimfo ni MPs omo kuntokwa say NDC MPB ono die nim galamse ni concessions bebre e wo kroma ahimfo ni omo akuntokwa de bia so open no say ye nyina ye beji atum forest ya wuken area sosasare donko mo ye de ni across CZ forest the next day you see they've repossessed them illegal miners have repossessed them forest
maybe okay the same day na
Mr.
But mo kwai na no mo san bai.
They are there. It's immediate. But we share the water levels. Master Kwame, the bottom line, the workers so mu ye nyina no. And the timidity level of the insuno, the testing now is worse than last year when they came into office. It's worse. So what is happening? If you think say nyama wa kenyina ebwa, and then the report that are coming, because master, the aggregate of everything you do in this country, a community into your GDP. And the ye nyina kasa mwaka nyina no. One, omampeni kasa okaye. Indeed, yes, ema isika, ema employment. So it's difficult, it's backtracking. The minerals, friend say, lands minister, or say he had 10 billion to be able to fight it. It's becoming problematic. And not in a Catholic Bishops' Conference. What must say, omampeni is choosing money over our health. What's the Catholic Bishops' Conference? At the Catholic Bishops' Conference, they have a different opinion now. Yeah. So you see, statement in Niama Obeka. Why should you speak? Okasa public. They spoke in public.
And they said it also in public.
Please, I'm coming. So Niama we must not choose money over our lives today. And you making sure say It's share di go akwa. Every time I say it's about time offer public apology. Na Ghana for nyina say you over politicize this and yet healthy is not helpful to obia. Ye more modern, ye go back. Me, I will support any initiative and yet devoid of partisanship. You be fighting Galamsey because where my mail comes from, I don't know.
Yeah.
And nothing on me, it is not political. I'm happy. Say, Niama Mudiagua, line mos was a line loss.
Nine mos. National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretary.
What is different from way? Asoja for you.
Vanguard, Galam
Stop, near the idea way. What's the Echo Usi? Echo who told you say Galam say a machine be right. It's the same pressure. And then your national organizer, your friend say, Yami, Ekano. Echo was in a Galam, a machine or the Goinfa. So we Jibia, a party for, I'm telling you. The same thing, the emoji, a party for, to say, Yami, a DHO, but Giacomo, and the same thing. I'm telling you, now, no, yeah, and this is for.
It's a politician,
President Akufo-Addo in the backyard, or Galam say, and then the West is symbolic. Black voter. Yantin in penning some down, Bolly. Black voter. Mumbai, yeah.
That's line, not just a
dollar power.
More politicians than Amoye. Politicians, more than Amoye.
Baby, involved. Nobody should lie about it. Nobody should lie. You see, the moment with the licensing regime, with the politician, DC, oversee, constituency chairman, they are almost ex-official members of the district. Oti say omo ka say be boa omo amuti community no na be boa bi community be boa MPP ni o ba ko boa NDC ni enu nti na me say ade a ye no ye nya careful na ye num kasa community bia obekum masakwa me okruma obe NDC for ni MPP for ni NDC for maka takwa asem onim amunana meka ho asem no
I like that o ka pedo asre
o do asre onko hwa omo moji amunana boso e wotakwa
o ka no asre Mr. eno ne
position no moji
ana musuma ba na maji
wasa kwa me ho enti ba bia be ko bia no eno nti na me se ye momodin ya ye wo soro no ye num kasa e very important eno na kire also because say 7% me winning power I should do politics with Ghana.
But you have done politics with it.
No, me nya politics. The minister money say mon pagana fortune. Mon nya kukudro. Na mon pagana fortune. O man penny ye o say nipa call Australia. UMAT. There's no better training institution in responsible mining than UMAT. Ya yebi. Sa microphone ya yebi a certify wo mo himfa. Ya yebi wo krom ha o. Thousands of them. Ye were drone pilots. Chroma technology. You were drone pilot. Yeah, MPP manifesto 2024. Yeah, can say uko communities ni be brave. Masa kwame. Probability. Yeah, who say gold wa ha. Omo nim specifically baby a ewo.
Nti go tutu basa.
Yeah, tutu baby basa. And then technology aba. Yeah, promises say. Yeah, benya friend say hydraulic engineers. I bet training woman. When you take an area, they can be specific. Their equipment are a bet me a targeting.
To say a geologist in
Etienne. And no one say you're investing. It is more responsible and more higher returns. He knows what I'm talking about. This is in the MPP manifesto. In their manifesto, what is it? Ya bani ya chimwa ya be jamu omo jamu
and union manifesto and union
flag bearer can say what is more important, what social contract is more important than what the flag bearer says. Manifesto no written manifesto.
My 1 second, Pedro, just 1 second. A retired army major, your friend Major Eric Osei retired, the nickname Action Osei, if this would work, the military should work alone.
Good.
Never add any other security agencies to the military. Leave the military to work alone and you see results. Major Eric Osei retired, AK Action Man. NOD, NOBI. Okay, Bernard Kojo-Pra, you are in Germany. You're watching us from Germany. Bernard Kojo-Pra, good morning to you. Thank you very much. And then Chairman General asked, where do the Galamsees sell their gold? If they are all... Sami Jemfin can't also auto gold. Then this one says, I realized that Pedro couldn't answer your question about the $8 billion. And he can't answer. But by the way, using illiterates for mining is one of the fundamental problems. We need to have a proper, legitimate format for mining in this country. Mike, and at the end of Pedro, if you bring me
wait a quick one. No cry back compare.
Yeah.
Geological investigation. We have said it here. Last week we made sure, and it is part of government way agenda. Because lottery mining and a mama say assassin baby.
They are mining lottery. Okay, lottery mining.
Because he doesn't know really where baby are all new. Sly akasayi. That's what they are politics. Even apart from say any large scale mining company for the Gold Board also with Minerals Commission and SPV, a special purpose vehicle, is looking at small scale mining models. And also no ma Ghana Geological Survey Authority, SICA. My proper geological investigation near map up the places near block out for small scale miners. And apart from the mining method, geological investigation, another problem is the processing. Processing, mostly, the product of it, the byproduct, we use you. Until I say, processing. So we are looking at having process units, mercury free. So load now through either open pit, a ghetto system, a shaft system, or to me, I am my percent.
Charlie, Pedro, may suspect too, Papa. You have too much knowledge on the operation.
What's that, my
Pedro,
byproduct means they say, yes, also are containing tailings dam. Now, in good material and the best settle slurry no. Now, in Benny, now yet to me so I recirculated the same in Siona or Muisono. Into your method that you go so, but any event may mean your cause and at the Bena cooperative nuclear be mine near the Yabutre. Because
I got 3 years old.
It's like I
got 3 years. First topic, no MPP fragment race and matters arising.
And you put a time as yeah.
What Bisa say is the Galamsey fight moving in the right direction. The answer is yes.
Still mate. Maza Kwame, my story be war Daily Guide, page 6. The late Eric Johnson.
Oh,
Maza.
Japa Dubai.
Me.
Anyway.
Papa, Michiano on 2 occasions, and school or did me call ye about your water systems at a Ghana. On every area, water systems, equipment,
that was his field, right?
That was his field.
Yes, you know, BBB engineer.
Yes, why? Yes, I didn't know as a private business person for so long. And only when every equipment servicing is due anywhere in this part of the country, any part of the country, when it comes to water systems. Now, me opportunity, of course, hotel.
They say Papa.
Say one young could draw a year investment at this a shedding crop when you yam.
No makunu.
Na nipa dasene. Medanyamiase say at long last, the long arms of the law, justice has been served. But end to me make it up for the loss. Because you see, apart from the immediate family, Oshewo Mono is an invaluable asset to this country. Go to Ghana Water. Mr. Omo, he spent all his time. Look, is the Ghana Water. A 2-year dear is the one they call. He has a map. I had a conversation with him on the Wager Dam and water distribution because it was so boy and they say Wager Dam no house you nyansi o. School papa did me call ye. The mama ni GSA. So I know what to do. And I catch them say we ya benyansi o. Fofi Antoata. Na error nyame fa ni crazy.
Amen. Ni petimo esun to.
So unfortunate.
Last one say 1 minute wo ho a
Remember 1 minute, I'm blinking now, Pedro.
Airtel Tigo, the minority in parliament. I used to be the vice chairman of the communications committee.
Yeah.
Every I'm here vice chairman. Now Sam George, deputy ranking.
Mm-hmm.
So for 4 years, Minena Juma that sector as leadership of the committee. The main who is here, Sema, was a minister, no, oma clarity about this whole matter simply because 80 a wholly Ghanaian as of now.
Mm-hmm.
Na abandada no ye 80 no ye say ye be ma strategic investor abem ye sign MOU na de ade nyina minister Ibaye rightfully so wa appointed transaction a friend is a
KPMG transaction advisors
so munye audit nyemfa reporting bra what's happening say money nyansi na the managing director of Telecel wakwakoya announcement Bloomberg say mobile be taking over 80. Meanwhile, there was an existing MOU with another company. Now they were waiting until say about 6 years. So authority bay and the announcement. No, that is a problem.
Yeah,
that is a problem. And it's a minister no name who she are. He should reprimand the managing director of it. He said no. We've appointed the technical advisor. Yeah, evaluation. They will bring the report. And it was one person, Debia, he was very hard on the former communications minister on full disclosures.
Yeah.
And he must do the honorable thing. Now, share the committee, no. Non can't almost a bull statement, perhaps Telecel managing director, no. It's not born out of any underhand any arrangement, any naye. He's on his own. We are waiting. When the KPMG brings the report, they will brief the committee and will brief the country. They will know the way forward. Ebiana KPMG, the Omode Bebano, will be the same as what you were working on with Electron or any other company before.
Yeah.
Telecel, when they took over a friend said Vodafone, they promised to invest $500 million in 5 years.
Omaye.
Whoa! Obeji be 1 year. The essence of says a better diversified space, you know, to ensure fair competition. Emra system no more. Now, Obeji investment also the best share. What's announcement? And not in a minority for Mukasa Sano. But I spoke to the minister, and he also has his version. Say on him, come forward. For him to go and make such a statement at Bloomberg, it leaves much to be desired. I think that's where the problem is.
Matemedase, before Mema Minia Pedro Abemono, this one says the survival of the gold board is dependent on the operations of Galamseyers. Ask Pedro, who buys the gold? Papa JP Seshi Anya So. I'll say watching from Kimberley, South Africa. And then this one from Edward Yeboah, One Love. Or say, I wish you, or say, ask Pedro. Pedro, you see me, or say 8 billion.
Yeah, 8 billion.
And we're still going to IMF. Okay, we're here. And then Kelvin says, I'm watching from Germany. Greetings to my wife, Ophelia Bani, in Kumasi. Richard says, I visited that hotel, that is the Japa Dubai, during the GBAWA conference. It is massive and splendid. For the man to leave all these investments behind, it is so sad. Anyway, it is very sad. And then I have one here from retired Army Captain Budukumsin.
Very popular.
Yeah, I say, Kwame, how long have I been saying this? 1, declare the rivers and near areas red zones. 2, declare anyone found in those areas enemy combatants. 3, give the military clear instructions and all politicians should get out of the way. We will solve this problem. I believe in the Ghana Armed Forces. Captain Budukumsin retired. Not retarded, but retired. Telecel promised $500 million. They've invested $10 million in 3 years. And these same people want to take over 80 with a promise to invest into it some $50 million. If they have $50 million, why haven't they invested it into the Telecel operations? PK Sapon is asking. And then this one from Konfu says, From the retired major to the retired captain, my soldiers are saying it as it is. Fire for fire. Konfo, we hear you. Now, this one says, we Ghanaians are the reason why the Galamsey fight has not been won and cannot be won. We have and still continue to admit that the Galamseyers are dangerous because they are armed. If I may ask, illegal miners better armed than the state? Pump actions better armed than AKG-3, tanks, grenades, helicopters? Are we saying the Galamseyers are more powerful than the country Ghana and the Ghana Armed Forces? The truth is that those who are supposed to fight it are beneficiaries. Osei Kofi Akwa, National Communications Director, CPP. Pedro.
Information I put you out say, yeah, exported 8 billion worth of gold. You know?
Actually, it's confirmed from Gold Board. It's from the Gold Board.
Yeah, exported 7,454 kilograms, which was worth $2.1 billion. 2024, yeah, exported 63,647.22 kilograms. And it was worth $4.6 billion. And the at
October 15th,
2025.
October 15th.
Yes, 15th October.
Yeah.
I exported 81,719.22 kilograms, which is in the value of $8.06 billion. Into any information I mean, Kasa Matra ha generated from
if you go,
the money is big.
It's big. I see.
Me conclude on the gold, the Galamsey issue. No.
Yeah. Because last one, or say those who are supposed to fight it are the beneficiaries.
That be. Indeed, gold board. Ye be abwa. Send the baby to fight illegal mining menace. Na at this ready na me de ma obia. Teach you or more a baby ye illegal mining. No. For instance, say panty baby yet to me a Galamsey to me say railway line to be amfa. Police ni ho, DC ni ho, mpanyinfobia ni ho. Inti desrede teach you a handful any chroma for no because the yan said the nipa ne ye no kakra bi na enya so mfa so. Wa wunya so mfa so ni bi no so. Bibia bebe bia so so ni bi kan because
yeah
we want me chrome say hwibo akona ya fuo ma me ka say na ye bo wo kroda
na
yemva nzue yango
mo fa nsuo nko
ye kwa nzue mbo wo bren ebiala ye tete nya ani afia sabie ya no
na nsuo no etwem wo musana
sabi na mo no
ya sabie ya no ebie ko so ra afia gu akoko na so
na mo de gu kokoo no so
kokoko bo na no a this the sasa nzue efafia wuru na fa ko ebie
nti obefa na ne oye odibe opeso odidi MP that
say yen to me to answer oh bro my premise me lusu to me teacher ono chira me mass wo Rosa I honorable Kofi Afubente
Afubente so aba
ba me teacher no chira me mass
umuade mass you are holding the premise
on also no copy admission man with GSTS. You know those days there was no computer placement system.
Yeah.
To school.
When you
primary school.
Umuade. In fact, next time ko bi obema na win. Umuade. Wa chere wa dia mo ko school. Oni MP kakra so be.
Was copy admission about
GSTS.
Say baby. Yeah. No nanche no. On Airtel Tigo any Telesum major no.
Yeah.
I have scanty
information. Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to comment. I think the Sly Akano minister has all the information. So we sanction audit into it. I'm trying say audit report but based on that any decision be and this minister is one of the ministers of communicating power now communicating to Ghanaian people. But they say Airtel Tigo as at the time I see a ton $1 no. Na ekada ho.
Of course.
Yeah,
we are. In fact, the minister briefed the committee at the time. We are aware.
And kahunti ama omo operations no and sheda anko.
Now you see, because I reho woman say every single day omo da hoboka.
Yeah.
Whilst
I can't be so down with that.
Because Enna aban sisan buy. There was an MOU. And the Nanka minister no on go through because first now it was now it's KPMG. First it used to be a friend say there was another company that did the audit and now omo arrive at a certain amount or more working towards it.
That's fine. For me, now last one me they try to MPP flag bearer race no any matters. I mean who said slide try as uncle can be because one the more since you slide away in a name so called general secretary. So in a name so of a candidate be not a candidate for from near the likelihood say general secretary not open onyano high.
Say into no action no.
Yeah, no more bottom up approach no. Na yes a kasa bi ne pe ba na ehu into the future said that should be a December ba. Now omo contest na ekoso no there. In some titru media advice to the youth. If from who that should be answer be kobi. What depend be achi in a such contest selling the message e dey be no betumi aye. Catch the Ghana for. Men fa obi foforo na wo nhoro no. Because nipa 5 no emu ba ku na bedi nkunim odi nkunim wi a obetumi akodi na chi na me ya we na power wi na me hu say party no me ni wi a ahon na ehu o slide because baby a ye di nkomo e di ma green letter no ni hobi na ho na ebo odi ho e ko bo odi ya ka say brantie ya you videos aba me once now defend obi o nipa no kwa na wo defend no o ti ho bi kwa because e ya ne ferry nti yen kasa ye enunti na medie sa anka metubia media anka nipa meto ama no eye engineer kwabraje pon
engineer funi
sa metubi dia anka meto abaman because mi so no emra na me so pa na me piakenkan ti na me won panfo bi mo omo ma me papers
onim how obetumi atubi ama no defect Never more amnesty, no what to be.
No, but
say they more amnesty.
Not going to be. Name dear, and in some way, Moki can you almost say 10 cents of about me. I didn't 16. Brand the is 10. Can the 10 mean said that?
And Rabbi, me home President Muhammad, dear. Me home President Muhammad, me muscle.
Maybe 10 cents. Honestly, 10 and
maybe 2 cents.
Oh, no, it is where the
but it's Pedro. Or in Nambia, Medasi Pedro.
Every primaries be go down with one or more young men.
I know. This one says, good morning, Kwame. Till now, Telecel is not even available in most places in Ghana and very terrible in the eastern region. This merger will not benefit anyone. They should rather concentrate on expanding their network. William Ekufu Ocean in Mampong, Equiapim. Yeah, Telecel is a bit of a problem, I agree. Why don't we raise the money needed to bring AT to life from the Ghana Stock Exchange? And if we have no skills to run it profitably, we should employ experts from outside, leaving out the politicians. Phillips interpreted. Phillips, they will come up and then they will come and do chichi. Now, Professor Kingsley Nyako, MP Kwadasu says, it is only the people, the citizenry, that can win the war against Galamsey. All else will fail. Prof, good morning. Thank you very much for your thoughts this morning. Happy birthday once again to you, sweetheart K. Benchy Angel, wherever you are. Blessings, love, and life to you, K. Benchy Angel. Happy birthday to Nyami and Shelby. May the Nasiebema, the freshest minted lawyer engineer Frank Asari Pedro. Your friend Asari Pedro, into Asari, no? Oh, yeah, I can't Pedro Dejamu free. Mexico, no one. Of the NDC and National Coordinator Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program, and our own guy, Slightete, former MP, BNA Botiano English Manfro, as they say, Nyame Aduma, Obe General Secretary of the NPP. Time check, it's almost 2 minutes past 11. We are going.
Peace FM.
Yeah, we are going. Yanko. We know we will. Here we go. 2 minutes past 11. Leaving you with the book of Numbers 6:24 to 26, where it says very simply, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Kokrokoo Wilson is next on your radio. The next news broadcast is at 12. May your day be blessed. Remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. It's all you have. It's a tough world out there, but still we rise. And so when you stop to say a prayer, do remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.
Peace FM. Peace FM.